Hey gamers, welcome back to the Daily Dose. My name is XONEVANT, and today I want to talk about my pre-game launch ritual. It's something I do before I get a game at midnight. You guys know that I have a Walmart like literally less than a half a mile from where I live. So obviously when I go to get my games, I usually get my games and I'm home by like 12:20, you know, and I'm able to play and start getting videos up. So, but I have this weird thing I do, and I don't know, maybe I'm OCD. Maybe some of you guys who may know a little bit more about the medical world can tell me, but I have this thing that I do. It's a ritual that I do no matter what game I'm playing. I've been this way for the longest time, but ever since I've started running the YouTube channel, I've actually noticed it. I think I've always kind of done it, but I finally have noticed it. So the first thing I do is I have to like wash all the clothes that I have. Like, not all of them, obviously. If they're not dirty, I don't wash them. But you get my point. If I have any dirty laundry from the week or whatever, I have to get all those done, folded, hung, put away, whatever. All that stuff has to be clean. I also have to clean my entire office where I work, obviously where I do all my recordings and stuff like that. Everything has to be like clean and in place. Like the whiteboard, I have a whiteboard that I use to, you know, keep track of all my what I have to get done and all that sort of stuff. So on the whiteboard, I'll erase everything except for stuff that pertains to that game, like videos that I want to make, or the way that I want to play the game. Maybe I want to play through on normal first and then move up to the harder difficulty or whatever. Like, I have all that stuff on a whiteboard, so that's the only thing that stays up. Normally the whiteboard is full of just projects and ideas, and it's very cluttered and messy. But once a game comes out, once I know I'm gonna get a game, I have to, you know, erase everything, and it's just about that one game. Another thing I do is I take like a super long nap. I usually will go to bed about like 1 or 2 during the daytime, and I'll sleep until about 11:30 at night, because obviously I'm gonna get the game at midnight, and that's because I want to get a lot of rest in me so that I can put in a good 15-16 hour session on this game, so I can get some videos up on day one, because that's important. Not only for you guys as subscribers to get those videos, but, you know, to attract new people to the channel and grow the channel. That's kind of how it works. The faster I can get the videos up, you know, the better off the channel will grow, and then I can take care of you guys as well. Another thing I do is everything has to be like in order in my life, meaning if I have any projects that I got to get done for clients, all that stuff gets wrapped up way ahead of time. I don't want any pending projects for clients or anything like that going on before I go into a game. And I also don't want there to be any like distractions. So all of my bills get paid. Even if a game drops on like a weird part of the month where my bills haven't even came yet, I just prepay them. I think in my mind, well, what is the bill going to be? Because sometimes they come out so early that I can't even get like, you know, the online statement is not even ready yet. So I'll just prepay like whatever, or I'll call like the customer service line and be like, you know, how much is my bill going to be? In other words, when I sit down to play a game, everything in my life is completely 100% in order. Like, I don't want any distractions when I sit down and play, because I'm one of these gamers who, when I sit down to play a game, I am in it to win it, son. Like, I am in it to win it. You know, I put in 8 to 15 hour sessions a pop until the game is done, until I can cover it, you know, all that kind of stuff. So when I sit down to play, it's not like, well, I'll just play for an hour or two and I'll go to bed. That's not how I roll. I've always been that way. I always just do these long marathon sessions on games. And because everything in my life is kind of in order, I'm completely focused. You see what I mean? And some of you might be thinking, well, man, you're not much of a multitasker. But I am. That's the weird thing. Like, when I'm not in that mode, when I'm not in that mindset, like on a day-to-day basis, I do multiple projects every single day. Like, I'll have 5 or 6 projects going on every day between my job and the YouTube channel, and I just, bam, you know, I'm just knocking them out. You know what I mean? No big deal. But when it comes to covering a game and filming it, I don't know, I just go into this weird mode where everything is like tunnel vision. It's all about that game. And what's going to happen in these next couple of months is that we got 7, I'm trying to cover at least 7, maybe 8 games. I may not be able to get them all done, but I'm sure going to try. And what I've been doing this entire summer is preparing for the next 2 months. That's why you guys haven't seen a lot of trophy and unlock videos and stuff coming. I think Splinter Cell was the only one that I really did. And that's because I've had to get a lot of projects done for clients and that sort of thing. So I think I have a game coming out on the 1st, which is Rain. So you know, the end of the month, the last day of this month, I'll be cleaning up, you know, cleaning up my apartment, cleaning up my office, you know, doing all my chores, getting everything ready. It's weird. I don't know if it's just the way my brain works, but, and I also have this weird ritual. It's kind of like after I complete a game, I always reward myself. I used to do it with like Sprite and Doritos. Like, I used to be a big Dorito eater. I don't really eat much chips anymore. I eat fairly healthy now. But back in the day, man, I was a junk food junkie, baby. And I would always have a can of Sprite and a bag of Doritos. So every time I bought a game, like if I went to like Kmart or Walmart or whatever and bought a game, I would also buy a Sprite or Sprite, you know, like several cans and a bag of Doritos, and I wouldn't open it. Like it was like I don't know, finding out that you're gonna you know, have a baby or something. The whole cigar routine. It's that whole thing, and I would just save it. And it was kind of like my reward. And it was weird because as I would play the game, I would be thinking in my mind, man, I can't wait to get to the end of this game so I can have my Doritos and my Sprite. It's weird. I know it's weird, but that is my brain, man. I'm weird like that. So the question of the day is, what do you guys do? Do you even have rituals when you play games? Like, do you have things that you do, or maybe things you do after you complete a game? Like, now I reward myself with, because I never eat. Like, I'm on a pretty good diet right now, but I do reward myself now when I complete a game with a frozen pizza. Or I'll order a pizza from like Domino's or something. And it always has to be pepperoni with extra cheese. That's just the way my mind works. But that's the only like crazy meal I eat. Normally I just eat, you know, really healthy. So I don't know, man. That's me. That's what I do before a game drops, and that's how I get ready for it. So do you guys have any pre-game launch rituals, or do you do something really crazy when you complete a game? Like, do you do anything, like something that you look forward to, and when you complete the game you go straight to it and do it? I remember when I beat Final Fantasy VII, and I remember this as if it was yesterday. I remember completing the game, or knowing that I was going to get really close. Like, I knew I was at the final boss. So I paused the game, went in there and got my Sprite, got my bag of Doritos, set it right beside of me, man, and beat the game. And I still remember to this day watching the credits and eating my Doritos and drinking my Sprite. And then I remember when the credits were done, I remember putting the Sprite down and putting the Doritos down. I went and washed my hands because, you know, Dorito fingers. And then I started playing the game again. I went straight back through it again, except that time I did everything. So I don't know. I remember those moments. It's kind of like gamer moments, man. I don't know. There's some other moments I can share with you guys too if you like this sort of thing. But I thought that was pretty cool to kind of share that with you guys and to see if you guys have any of your own. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's show. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. You guys be good.